it's a difficult, when you're sick, you don't see things normally, or I didn't, and most people don't, You believe what your delusions tell you. You don't think you're sick. I didn't. I refused to believe I was sick, and I was drinking and drugging, and I used to be addicted to drugs and alcohol, and I'm drug-free now for 5 years. And my mental health is just, it's a miracle to me. I was one of the people just granted a reprieve where, the medicine worked perfectly. The side effects were minimal. I take a minimal dosage of medicine. My response was immediate. I've had no relapses, and it's a miracle. Even the doctors described it, as a miraculous recovery, and that's the way I feel. I had my dreams where, I was working toward them in the hospital, and when I got here, I just transitioned even more into achieving them. Well, they made me feel secure and comfortable and welcome. I was a stranger to St. Louis and didn't know anyone, and I was a little apprehensive and fearful about moving here, but once I got here and met with the team, I was put completely at ease, and they just were professional, kind, caring, compassionate, and it just made me feel right at home and alleviated my fears and anxieties. And they showed a genuine concern and interest in my goals and my dreams, and we talked about them, and we set up a plan where it helped me to achieve them, a series of steps that achieved my goals, and just made me feel comfortable. They were just good people. We sat down and talked about it, and we identified some obstacles, and the first primary obstacle was income. I had no income, and the fact team was convinced I could draw disability due to my mental illness, and they set up an appointment with the Social Security Agency, and one of the staff drove me down there in their own car and sat with me in the waiting room for 3 hours, and went in and advocated for me for my mental health disability, and it was awarded on the spot. That was very important to me. It allowed me to focus on school and support myself. I had an income while I attended school. The second barrier was the tuition and the books, the expense of going to school. Like the SSI didn't afford me any money for tuition or books, barely enough to live on. But so they said I could, and they were convinced that I could get student grants, Pell Grants, through financial aid. And the first step I needed to do that was file an income tax return, which is something I'd never done in my life. And so we got online, and I'm a novice when it comes to computers, and so they got online with me and showed me, helped me, guided me through the steps and walked me through the filing of the income tax, and we got it filed, and I took it down to financial aid, and I was granted financial aid just like they said I would be, and so my tuition and my books were paid for. Carry a 4.0 grade point average, and they went real well for me. We started slow, and I had a lot of help, and it's just kind of blossomed. It's a great day in my life. It's something I'll treasure forever. Yeah, I think my family, how proud it'll make them. A lot of people rooting for me, a lot of people have helped me. I've had a lot of help. I couldn't have done any of this by myself. From the hospital to the fact team, LeBray, all these people have helped me tremendously.